Good evening, everyone. So I waited a minute to comment on this Brian Kohberger's parents forced to testify at a grand jury in their home state of Pennsylvania. I didn't know what to make of it, quite frankly. So I've waited a minute to see if any clarity has come out in the media, and it seems that it may have done. So what is all this about? If this is the first thing you're hearing. What? Brian Kohberger's parents testifying at a grand jury? What's going on? Well, it's in connection to the case of Dana Smithers, who was last seen alive in May of 2022. Her remains were sadly found in a wooded area just last month. Brian Kohberger's parents have been hauled in to testify in her case. It begs the question why. His parents were subpoenaed. They tried to fight the subpoena with no success. They were hauled in there. His mother has testified earlier this week, and according to the media, his dad, Michael, testified today. So Dana Smithers, who was 45, was last seen on a Ring doorbell camera at 11:05 p.m. on the 28th of May 2022. She was walking along, leaving a neighbour's house. She'd just gone for a visit to a neighbour, and she was just walking home, holding her cell phone in her hand. That's the last she was ever seen. She just vanished without a trace. And this is from Monroe County, the same county in Pennsylvania where Brian was living at the time before moving cross-country to Washington State. In the summer, he started his graduate degree program in criminal justice at Washington State University in August. Now, we talked last week, this thing that came out on Dateline about a woman in March 2022 having her car broken into and strange things happening with the luggage that was in that car. And that was literally just behind 1122 King Road, the place of the Idaho 4 murders. So was Brian in Idaho in March and then went back to Pennsylvania to murder Dana Smithers? We're getting quite a little collection of potentially Brian-related crimes here. Or is this just a selection of coincidences? It's bizarre. The Dana Smithers case is bizarre because she was seen on the Ring doorbell at 11:05, holding her phone in her hand. But yet, when her house was searched, when she was reported missing, her phone, wallet, and her medication that she needed to take daily were all found in her home. So she made it home. Unless she had two phones, she made it home. But, you know, she had small children, like a 7-year-old daughter. They'd been to a festival that day in the town of Strasbourg, and she had a good time. She was just a normal self. She returned to the house. She went to visit a friend, best friend Tara Sione, said that Smithers called her just to hang out, just for a couple of hours. Best friend. They'd been neighbours for 16 years. They'd raised their children together. And there was nothing strange about her leaving at that time, just to walk a short walk. Anyway, there has been some clarity, if you can call it that, because it's now been stated by Strauss Area Regional Police Department in a press release about an hour ago, 2 hours ago, as I record this, and it says this: the Stroud Area Regional Police Department is aware of the many currently reported news articles in which various media outlets have reported connections between the SRPD's Dana Smithers missing person investigation and Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger. The SRPD has no evidence that Dana Smithers' disappearance is in any way tied to Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger. So, is there another reason why Brian Kohberger's parents have been called to testify at this grand jury? Do they know Dana? Have they had any connection with Dana? There must be another reason. No, grand jury's a secret. They can share their findings with law enforcement. If they needed to, they could share it with law enforcement in Idaho, I believe. I believe they can. It's been stated they can in the media. Allegedly, Brian Kohberger has got an alibi. But if the alibi was his parents... Well, anyway, I can only take what law enforcement says at face value here. Stroud Area Regional Police Department says there's no evidence that Dana Smithers' disappearance is in any way tied to Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohberger. Make of it what you will. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.